Hey, what's up, you guys? Today is a Doodle Me video just because I'm not pressed on time, but I had a very, very long week of work and all kind of stuff going on, and I'm trying to talk more in my hands because people told me I was bad. But I had a lot going on, and for that reason, I was very stressed out and I was very pushed back. A lot of stuff happened in the meantime too, also. So let's get into it and talk about some stories that I have from work and I can't talk about because guess what? Nobody knows me. Nobody knows me. So let's start with the first story. The first story is, I'm gonna title them, so I'm gonna be like it's gonna become like it'd be like, oh, it's no, it's just, it's title them off the back. It's called, I seen his cheeks. So basically, it started with, us at work, me at work as usual. I was getting off around 2 o'clock, and I was working I was on the grill. Like, if you don't know, I work at Wendy's. I know, lame. I work at Wendy's, and one of my coworkers, Lorenzo, he's a manager. He's a manager. We have talked about it, me and him personally had a discussion about this, but we always talking about, hey, we used to like each other in the very beginning when we met each other, like as more than friends. I had a problem talking about that stuff, but how he did talk about it was a weird thing. And then he would start to make jokes about devious adult escapades. And that happened with the face and drawing. But he would talk about it. He was joking around all the time. So I was just like, okay, this is how he's managing the stress and us not just being friends and stuff. So I'm like cool with that. Cool. I'm not pressed. I'm not pressed for that. Pressed about that. It's like, and this is running gag we have. Like, it's basically a gag at this point. Like, I'd say, he keeps saying, oh, you be looking at my butt. I'm like, and I tell him, like, you have nothing back there. It reminds me, like, I won't lie. He does have something back there, but I won't admit, I can't admit that. I can't say that to him. Like, we're going to keep it professional. We're going to keep it strict. We're going to keep it cool. Yes, he had a little junk in the truck back there. He got a little booty. But I was not gonna tell my manager, like, yeah, I can cuss on here. You got some ass. I was like, no, I don't know how I want to talk about that. I kind of don't want to talk about that. I kind of just want to be like, hey, let's get back to work and just chill, right? No. Versus what this boy do. This is what this boy do. He went, after we had it, I said to him that day, once, I think it was the second time that day, I tell him that. That's the sad part when it's the second time the day, you gotta tell your coworker, yeah, you have a flat butt. But what happened afterwards was, after a second, he got his phone, and as he usually do, he'd be on his phone for a good, let me see, 10 to 15 minutes doing, looking at stuff, chopping, Instagram, all the kind of stuff, or TikTok, I don't know. He's one of those guys. I'm sorry, he's one of those guys. He's at TikTok. He's I don't know. That's why I'm like this. I think I couldn't date him for one reason. I'm too old compared to him, who's much older than me. And you might be saying that don't make sense. What I'm saying is I am more homebody-ish, while he is more out there, party, go, and all that kind of stuff. And I am like, I just want to go stay at home and watch movies. No, I ain't watch movies. Just play video games, watch YouTube. Do something. Do something that's not involving too many people in one room. Oh my God, this is so cute. And it's such a simple shape, but he's so cute. But back to the story, real quick. Back to the story. Basically, what happened afterwards, he got his phone. I was like, okay, why you got his phone? He'd say, I don't got none. I'm like, okay. I was like, I'm just looking on the phone, and okay, I can't say it because it's so weird why he would do this. He got his phone and said he want to show me a video. I'm like, what the video? So I was just working and I think I just turned for a second and I saw him, showing butt cheeks. It's like pure skin showing butt cheeks. And I'm just like, my eyes and my, like, if you can see my expression, he was like, oh my God, in my head. I'm like, why is this boy showing me this? Like, my eyes were bug-eyed, my eyebrows are raised. It was just not cool. Just not cool. It wasn't cool. It's just like, also, this is just having fun. Also, off camera, I'm gonna show you this guys real quick. I feel like I'm just going all around this video. Just off camera real quick. I've been working on more of trying to understand the new silhouette I created, so that's why I'm kind of having art block. It's okay because it's okay because I'm learning about what makes my art different. That's also shit I want to say. Like, if your art is evolving and you don't know what to do initially, just keep playing around. It'll be okay. But back to the story again. I saw his butt cheeks, and he didn't just show it to me. He showed it to more of my coworkers. Okay? More of us. Remind you, we all didn't ask to see none of his butt. And I'm just like, oh my God. And it wasn't a fact that butts are not inappropriate word. Because guess what? Everybody have a butt. Everybody have a nice butt. Everybody have a nice butt. It doesn't matter it doesn't matter if you talked about the butt too much or you just, I don't know. What got me was like, I don't understand this is my thing is like, I don't know how to deal with people that likes me back. And you might be like, wait, what do you mean? Like in a friendship sense, I understand it because I know if I want to keep that friend, I must do what that friend would do for me. And that's like something that I really live by. If I have a best friend, like a really best friend, like for instance, my mom was like, I guess we say this lame, my mom's my best friend. I would do everything my mom did for me, everything my mom did for me, I would do for her. And I just like, I think that you do that for everybody, like, you love and stuff. But when it comes to relationships and stuff, I don't know what to do because the person's not telling me what they want me to do for them. Like, I'm in my head, I'm like, why did you pick me? Like, that's what I'm getting at. Like, why did you even put any time and effort to even deal with me? This is like, I am not the person to deal with. I am not the person to deal with at all. And you might be like, Aquarius, why are you so hard on yourself in this part? I'm like, I don't know, but that's just my opinion. Like, why are you dealing with me? It'd be like raising my eyebrows most of the time because I don't know what that whole thing is. I don't. I just be like, okay, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just like, also I'm Zoom right now. So if you don't know what Zoom is, I'm just having a good time. Just having a good time. But it was just like, that whole situation was just telling me like, this was not going to be a normal week at work. We were not going to have a normal week. I hate we didn't have a normal week. We had a terrible week, actually. Like, apparently, we're short-staffed out of nowhere. We got short-staffed, like, people would just start quitting left and right. I'm just like, what was somebody gonna tell me you was gonna quit? I would have been prepared. You could tell a dude that you like, hey, I'm about to quit. I'm like, okay, I'm ready for this. I'm ready for all this mess. I'm ready for all the bull crap. I'm ready for all the work I'm gonna have to do. This is a cat. I'm thinking about combining myself with a cat at some point and making that out of my OCs because I am synonymous for cat warrior videos, like reacting cat warrior videos on my other channel, and I think cats are really cool. And most of the time people call me I like a cat. I'm like, I'll punch you. I'm sorry. Sometimes you gotta be like, like that. I'm not gonna do that. But it was just that whole situation. Like, I don't know what to do in that situation. It's just telling me I don't know what to do in those type of situations, and I'm not mad about that. I just don't understand why I'm put in those situations, knowing I'm not even like, guys. I'm so serious. I'm not even enticing this boy. I'm not even enticing him. I'm not doing nothing for him that I know I don't do for anybody else. And he's a manager, so there's a lot of stuff I gotta do for him that I do for everybody else. So I'm like, and I'm not even messing with homeboy like that. I don't even got homeboy's number. I'm not even trying to take a nigga out. I'm sorry. I'm getting really honest on this video. It was just on this video because like, I'm not doing nothing to make somebody attracted to me. Like, if you see me, like, I'm serious. I'm covered half the time in mud, dirt, and all kind of other substances. I don't know. Like, is that attractive? Is that attractive? I don't know, guys. You tell me down below. Like, I know you all don't know me, but tell me down below what your opinion on this situation is. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna get your Catwoman vibes on this one. Okay, I like that. I like Catwoman. I like the one Catwoman video, the Catwoman movie with Halle Berry in it. I love that one. That's my favorite one. I do like the classics. I did want to watch the classic Catwoman video or the classic like how she became Catwoman. But I do like Halle Berry one. It was black. It was inspired. It was cool. And Halle Berry was hot back in the day, and I was straight. So she's still hot now, but I'm just saying I was straighter, so she was even hotter in my mind. But she's just like, yeah, she's hot. Oh my god, I should have done this after doing that. Oh god, and the eyes messed up. This is what happened to your rush kids. So what do? We make the mistake into work. We make the mistake into work. We make the mistake into work. But yeah, like I'm so stupid. But yeah, the whole situation got me off my rocker. Like this whole thing got me off my rocker. Like I'm trying to I guess that's like a deep rooted issue where I'm having like not understanding like why do people like in my like life try me as like the reason I say people are trying me is because I don't do nothing. Like literally like I try to like be cool with everybody at work. This is another thing. Like this is another thing leading up to the next story. Like the backstory of the next story is really like I always try to be cool with everybody at work. I would never try to cuss somebody out or be cool. Or if I do cuss, I just have like it would be like I'm pissed or like not at my coworkers or at my coworkers. I never let my coworkers know when I'm pissed at them. It's multiple times I'm pissed at my coworkers, but I don't say that to them. I just be like, hey, that's okay. It's okay. It is okay. It's okay. So I let it go and like let them have a field day with it. But this would get me, and I'm gonna get really honest with you. I'm getting really honest with everybody. I don't know. I understand. People keep seeing me as a villain, and my like everybody who don't get to know me like as a person, don't really try to get me to know me as a person, thinking me as a villain. And you can say that like, oh, that's about everybody. That's about everybody in the world that don't understand already. What I mean in my cases, if I don't show interest in that person at all, like to get to know that person. And it's not because, most of the time, it's not because, I don't really, like, know you, like, oh, yeah, I don't know you. It's because, literally, don't know who the hell you are. Like, I don't, like, most of the time with my coworkers, it took me almost a whole 2 years to get along with 2 of my coworkers. 2 years. It wasn't because, I just kiss her butt. They're my managers and RMs, like restaurant manager and a regular chef manager. I wasn't because I was kissing butt. It was because they had to learn how I am as a person, and that's cool. And you might be like, "Thank you, 2 years to understand you." It took me less than a day to understand who they were. After like just meeting them, I just pay attention to their habits, and I'm just like. Okay, that's the type of person you are. I'm not gonna judge you anymore. That's just who you are. And my coworkers be like, "You pay that much attention to us?" I'm like, "Yes." Like, it's so bad now. I pay attention to exactly what time my coworkers coming to work almost every single day. Like 2 coworkers I know, they come who's involved in the next story, come to work every day at 5:30 in the morning when they're supposed to be there at 5 o'clock. I don't say nothing about it because they grown. At the same time, and I'm not supposed to say anything. But if I could, I would. I could if I would. I would if I could, baby. I would. But next story is gonna be called, what the hell is this story gonna be called? I keep coming up with stuff off the top of my head. Like, at least with these titles of these videos, they'd be all crazy anyway. Oh, picky. No, petty. This is the video. This is the one about pettiness. Because this is the most petty thing I realized. I think we're looking at the whole situation. This was petty. It was just being petty. So, okay, backstory real quick. I was supposed to work 6 days a week, one week. I was supposed to work 6 days a week. I was like, okay. But, I was like, okay. I even talked to the GM about it. She was talking about how we ain't got nobody. I'm like, okay, I got you. One person who didn't come to work that Monday, that week of that Monday of that week, he said he would cover my Thursday shift. I was like, okay, cool. I'm like, okay, I get my day off. Okay, cool. And then out of nowhere, he quits. Right? He quits out of nowhere. And I was like, and then they try to tell my GM about it, and I'm just like, okay, she don't tell my GM about it. I got no confirmation, and then one of the managers, her name, I'm gonna say S, because I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if she hear this video. Most of the time, these videos are buried down. Most people do not watch my content. And I'm okay with that because this is life. And I'm going to just keep working hard to get these videos, keep making these videos and stuff. And improve my art. That's the most important part. I couldn't draw none of this a year ago. I know the lighting is terrible. I see it now. But I couldn't draw none of this a year ago. And I'm a year or two ago. And I'm so happy I can do it. So I'm just exposure, and maybe one day I'll get better lighting. But hey, I'm in a small room with 3 lights on my face, so I don't know what to do. But S, she told me hey, you might have to come in. She said might. Remind you might. Did I come in that day initially? I stay home because this. Reason why I did not really pay, why didn't you listen to her? Why didn't you do that? I'm like, it was for this one reason. It was one reason. She's stupid in my eyes. You might be saying, that's very mean to say. I'm like, that's very mean to say about somebody. I'm like, she is. I'm sorry. Reason I'm saying this for me and this personally, she's also Aries, so I already know. I don't know why she's like this, but she got all the bad characteristics of freaking Aries, but I keep seeing getting spread around like freaking angel dust or freaking cauliflower or freaking pollen. I don't know what's going on with Aries nowadays. They get born at the wrong times. I'm not hating on Aries, but if you a good Aries, I love you. If you a bad Aries, we need to talk. But to be honest, the problem is she's right about everything. Everybody's gonna listen to her automatically. I'm like, I'm not gonna listen to you. You're not a leader. You're not one. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say that straight up. A leader is somebody who actually can handle all the you don't call a GM for help or support. You just take care of the things you gotta take care of on your own, boo. And that's why I get that. And I'm like, you and Lorenzo. Lorenzo is in course involved in the story. The one with the butt cheeks. I don't care. It's awkward and it's a funny story. But S and me had words for a second. So basically, she called me up. The GM called me up, told me to call see him because you said he'll come in. And I told the GM straight up. She did ask me. I didn't say I would. I'm sorry. I do have a life outside this place. I do have a life outside my normal job, and this was basically most of my life consists of YouTube, playing video games, and chilling, and make sure my mom is good and safe, and I'm okay, and that's the part of the reason why I haven't moved out yet, because I'm like, I don't want to be alone, because I know that would be no, that would mess me up mentally, and I know it's why, because I don't have something to focus on, and I'm focused on myself, and that's not something I can handle. Like, I can handle it because I do it every single day when I leave and go to work. But it's just, it's sometimes it's good to have like somebody know somebody's there and care about you, and like they're right and they're close by. I just don't want to feel like being alone. I've been alone for so many years. It's getting depressing a little bit, but I'm gonna suffer. But like, I'm gonna stop for a second. But I'm just like, I just don't want to be alone. That's why I keep doing YouTube videos and having fun. I just don't like being alone. I don't like being alone in real life. I don't like being alone in digital life. So I like to have fun and enjoyment and engagement as much as possible because it actually comforts me and it actually tells me a lot about what I can learn, what I can do, what I can improve on. I get inspired with so many people in the world, good, bad, like in all different type of areas. You can say this person is bad, this person is good. I'm just like, I get inspired by them because they're being themselves, and that's why I love doing so much about YouTube. That's the reason I keep doing YouTube anyway. But back to this like this big petty drama, and not sappy words all the time. I'm sorry. I'm just really honest when I'm like this. No! Oh God, no. Because this is coming up. Oh no, I don't want to. I don't want it to come up. Oh no, oh God, 21 minutes. The last video was 30 minutes. What the heck I'm talking about? Oh God, I'm so stupid. Sorry guys. But basically, it took me like literally 5 to 6 minutes to get on this big part. And basically, she called me. I called in. I went to, and they said they need me at work. So I went in for work. I'll get off at 11. I came in at 9. So I only had 2 hours in there. So I was like, bye, bye. I was trying to say bye. But I came in to do all I need to do. It took me less than like an hour to do everything I needed to do. An hour, like literally an hour. I was just like, also if you hear like drizzling in the back, it's rain. Sorry about that. But like, it was like, it took me an hour to do everything you need to do. And they like, and we like stress that so much. They had some people in there. Yeah, like either her or the rental, could you suck it up and do it? You're like, we ain't have time because you can't. And they realize we didn't have time. They didn't have time because, oh, they came late that day. And it was just like, okay. Like extra late. Like, let me see. Like 6 something late. And it was like, okay. And like, it's some like reason why she like this. She's a district manager's wife, which is over everybody at her store. But I'm just like, that have nothing to do with you as a person. That's not your title. That's your husband's title. Like, that's what we're trying. That's why I'm just like, do not use somebody else's work, somebody else's position to get what you want. And that's just like, that's like, it might be like, that's the world though. That's all you gotta do. I'm like, no, you don't. If you are good as you say you are, you don't need that. No, you need a chance. All you need is a chance, baby. And if you get that chance, they can't take nothing away from you. And that's how I feel about when it comes that's how I feel about when it comes to YouTube sometimes. I use that as really sometimes that example, because YouTube is like such a weird place to be in general. Like, you say that in general. But I'm saying that example is because I grinded for all of this. Like, everything I have mostly have now, I grinded my butt off. And I'm making my tiny little cabin world. My room is very tiny. Like, if you see my room, tiny. Like, you can walk to my room in less than 2 minutes. In less than a minute. Like, it's really tiny. But at some point, we got into an argument. It was about why you didn't come to work, when you come to work, why didn't you listen to me and all that. And we had some choice of words. I didn't call her name, but I was basically saying like, I'm not listening to you guys. I'm not listening to you guys. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. If I pop off, I even told him, like, please leave me alone. Get away. Like, leave me alone, please. I'm like, I even try to keep the peace initially, but she got slick out of mouth and say, I don't know why you angry and stuff. I'm like, ma'am, don't let the smooth taste fool you. I took that from Simone from RuPaul Drag Race. Yes, I did. But I'm like, don't let the smooth taste fool you, baby. I don't know. I'm like, I didn't say this, but in my head I was like, I don't know what the hell you thought you were. I don't know the hell you thought you was gonna be. But you ain't gonna talk to me like this. Like, I ain't gonna say nothing to you. But I was like, that's what I said in my head. But I said, like, man, oh, okay, I don't know why. I don't just, like, and then I even said this, and I said this, I did say this part. I did say this part out loud. I don't understand when you guys so petty. I don't understand when you guys like do all this, but it's okay. It's all right. It's good. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. Cool and stuff. Like, it's cool. It's cool. I was just like, it's cool. And just like, oh yeah, it's cool. And you're getting mad, angry. I'm like, oh, I'm okay. And then I was just like, we were just arguing about the fact, like, I had this, like, I repeatedly told him I had this day off. If you don't like it, get over it. I had this day off. I really did have that day off. I don't care. Regardless of, like, say you, like, reason why it's different, we say you might have to come in and you might have to come in or you have to come in, it's because of this. This is difference. Miss my GM, she talked to me about all this stuff going on. She telling me like, hey, I need to come in that day, or can you do this? Can you stay a little longer? Like sometimes now, like nowadays, I don't even stay. I used to stay longer because I just know I don't got nobody, so I just stay longer. So like for the past few days, like leading up to today, my Monday and Tuesday, because I have Wednesday and Thursday off, and I request that off, and I'm gonna keep getting those days off, you little buttholes. I'm talking about everybody who hates on me at work. Oh wait, little friend, I forgot. He's gonna have to do darker purple. But like this is the last one. But like they got mad, like they hate that I get my days off and I request all my days off ahead of time and do all these things for myself. I'm like, that's what the power of being not a manager is. And I'm like, also remember, I'm not a manager anymore because they think they don't like me. They just don't like me. And I wasn't going to settle for being disrespected and criticized as a leader. And I'm not going to continue to be disrespected as somebody that's not a leader. I'm going to do what I need to do. And people hate that. People just hate like, oh, yes, I'm better than you and I don't have your position. And guess what? I have less benefits, but I have a happier life. I have a happier freaking life. Cause this is what they hate. They hate I can do more things than them. They can't even lead the store. They can't even lead work if they got no other manager there. I'm just like, look, buttholes. I'm trying to stop cussing. But overall, we was just arguing with each other for like a good 30 minutes. Good 30 minutes. And it was like the worst part about it. It was two RMs there. And two current RMs there. And it was just like, and it was just saying like, oh, you good, Aquarius? Like, I'm good. He's like, and they did like the worst part about it. They didn't even stop me from snapping on them. It was like, that was the worst part. It was the worst part. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I'm trying to wrap this up now because I know this is a long one. But I think it's fun to have these little fun discussions, and not discussions really, but just being fun and honest on camera, because like sometimes like you need that. It's a good reminder for you guys and for me, right? And also a very big reminder for me that we're all normal people and we can't really judge each other so harsh. Even though I have barely talked about that through the whole entire video. But that's just, I don't know. I know, but I'm just like, I hate that that's the situation I'm in. Because I never want to make people uncomfortable. I always want to make people feel lighthearted, happy. Like, even though it's my first time, I understand, like, my personality type is I'm an INTJ. Which is very, very weird to some people because I do YouTube videos. But I'm an INTJ, and I understand most people see me as a villain because I'm an anomaly, and I'm weird, and I'm different, and I'm very low percentage. Like, I think I'm INTJ is the fourth lowest percentage of personality types in the world, and I'm very happy to be INTJ, but I understand people see me as a villain because I don't really care sometimes. But I really do care. I care a lot, and I really do appreciate everything that's been presented to me, have been given to me. I love everything I do, and I just love YouTube. I love drawing. I love everything, and I even love my coworkers at work. They're just everything to me, and I just like having fun, and that's why I do the things I do. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Love you guys so much. Oh my God, it's 30 minutes long. I'm so sorry, guys. See you guys. Love you. Bye. Sorry for the long video.